Welcome members to another weekly update, the 11th of December, just before the market opens. Please see my other update about the overall market, but no surprises, it's going up. But I'm just tuning into gold here because the Federal Reserve is meeting tomorrow, and it looks like a rate rise has already been priced in. So I'm not saying that they're not going to raise rates, but if they do raise rates, then this has already been priced in here. So it's an interesting proposition. So if they do raise rates, it's already priced in, so not much should happen to the price. It could go down, but maybe not by much because it's old news. Now, but if on the other hand they do not raise rates, that could be a massive surprise for the market, and it could send gold up. So there is an opportunity, I think, today if you fancy a flutter, and I do warn you that it is a flutter. This is a 50-50 chance it's going to happen, but the odds do not reflect a 50-50 chance. If you were to trade gold and options or NUGT, the gold miners, anything at all to do with gold or just gold itself today, before the market closes, then I think it's going to be very interesting. It could, like I say, the downside is, again, so playing the same old game. Lose $1 if I'm wrong, win $10 if I'm right. Let's tune in, meanwhile, to other things we've got going on. Pound has been doing very nicely for us. I got in about there, and they can see the trend line there, the reason why. It bounced right off of it, up it goes, and it's correcting. Again, if it comes down there, fine. I'm just in for the ride upwards. You're riding the trend, so that one's doing fine. Let's look at PICO. Similar sort of thing. We've got in around here, enjoyed a bit of a bounce upwards here, and it's kind of almost like coming back into buying range again as it sort of steps up its trend line there. So, and as long as it's it's on that line, it's not going below the moving average, fine. Let it just tick along. It depends. You're in for the short run or the long run. And long run, you stand to make more. So hopefully. ANSS, there's the support line, got in there, up it goes, correcting a little bit, but as long as it stays above this breakout point, then that'll be fine, I think. But in any case, there's a very healthy profit on that one. Let's look at what else have we got here. We had let's look at WTW. So this was last week, and I was saying how that would be like a decent entry point around there, and it has gone up, so that's looking good for us. And IMMU, this one again, as long as it stayed above its moving average, which it did test that theory and then bounced right off of it, that one's just chugging along fine. What else do we have here? I think that was Tile. Did we look? I think I looked at Tile. Let's just check in case I didn't. Tile. No, here we go. That's where I was in, and as you know, clipping along the 200-day moving average. Yes, but it's a beautiful entry point, giving you multiple chances not to miss that one. Up, stepping up, and just higher and higher. That is just that's like a 33% gain now, rolling gain it's sitting on, which is, even if you bought the stock, you just got 33% gain. Options, spread betting, whatever, that would have just set the prices on fire. You'd have probably been 500% gains on options with that one. On this step here, there's its step about 24ish. If it just sits along there, that'll be fine. I think I'm going to put a stop in place there, or not stop, a gain lock for this one at around 23.5. It goes below that, we're going to lock in profits, and that means it's sort of not ignoring the steps of it. So a new one I'm going to look at, I'm just seeing if that's getting us at a good place or not. I wanted to check out was EPOL, and you can see there the bouncing along that line there at around 25, good entry point around that sort of level there, and that would be below that is where I would get out. And the great thing about this one is you can see this is a ETF of actual Poland, and it's not so volatile as a stock. They tend to sort of just like march along and do things according to the fundamentals, and there's the trend line for it, because it's had its good ride already, and now it's in this sideways kind of digesting those gains a bit, but if it drops below that level, then you'd be out. So low risk entry point. So that's all for this week, and I will speak to you next time. Don't forget, I mentioned it in the other video, January the 13th to 14th, very important stuff to tell you, special price for members. You get an invitation soon, but please feel free to contact me if you want some more details, or I can make sure you get your invitation ahead of schedule. Talk about cryptocurrencies and why the next 20 years are different. It's lots more other stuff as well as just a good old refresher, to sort of, it helps if you keep hearing things over and over, as well as my updated stuff. So speak to you next time.